What up, YouTube? So I was watching a video response that Eloquent Argument sent me. Hopefully she posted as a video response to my video where I addressed her. She had to change her username because of some password issues, but hopefully she will post it so you guys can see it. But she brought up a good point that I was thinking about myself over the last couple of days, and it was about how we don't know each other. What's funny is even on YouTube amongst the men, we agree and we disagree. But when we disagree, we're not yelling at each other. We're not trying to, rip each other's heads off, or at least the men I communicate with. Why? Because we know we have certain stuff in common. Okay? When you meet somebody initially and you guys disagree, it's almost going to feel like they're from a different planet. But if you meet somebody new and you talk, eventually you're going to figure out that you guys are similar and you are different. But you will get the feeling that you guys are on the same side. And to me, this same sort of philosophy can extend to the women as well. But oftentimes, I feel like some of the women, like I said before, don't want to let us in just terms of understanding who you are. It's not all about dating. I did a video a long time ago, and I was talking about how I was in my, graduate program, and some of the black women that I came across, they weren't even friendly and open. It wasn't even about dating and hollering. It was just about, talking about school and career. Okay? To be real, I didn't know if they had families or they're married and whatnot. That wasn't my concern. But, we're in a classroom setting and we're all trying to focus on our career. And it's, for me, it's apparent that everybody else, that are around us is white. So you'd almost think that we would naturally be, drawn to each other, regardless of we think each other are attractive. So even on YouTube, the women come on and they say the men, they don't understand us, they diss us, this, that, and the third. And like I said before, if you don't know somebody and your initial conversation is one where you disagree, and you fail to talk long enough to figure out where you do agree, you're not going to get along. Okay, so for me, what I would like to see more, I know there's millions of women on YouTube. I don't even say millions, but there's a significant amount of black women on YouTube who are college educated, have a BA, BS, masters, this, that, and the third, but yet we don't know what you do for a living. I try to myself be as open as possible because I'm fully aware that you guys are going to disagree. I don't think anybody's ever agreed with me 100% on every single video that I've done. But when people do disagree with me, they're not on some like, oh, you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, because they know where I'm coming from. And they know where I'm coming from because I at least try to be open in terms of how I was brought up, where I'm from, what I do for a living, and I like the Lakers, and I like this team and that team, but we don't get that from the women. We don't get any personal sides to the story. What do you do for a living? Why do you do what you do? Do you like what you do? Where did you grow up? How did you grow up? Do you have any brothers and sisters? What's going on? We don't know anything about you. Yet we only talk, and unfortunately, we are engaging in arguments because we don't, agree when it comes to some of the philosophies on dating. But if that's all we talk about, of course we're going to have pretty shitty relationships. So, I put the onus on you guys. If you guys are making videos and you're a regular on YouTube, people have to know you. When I came on, I didn't think that I would be so revealing in terms of who I am, but I realized that it helps for people to understand. There's been people who clearly disagree with me, but they still hang around because they know where I'm coming from. They know my intentions. Okay, if I was coming on, spitting bullshit and, was coming from a self-hate, angry standpoint, I wouldn't expect you to stick around. But like I said, if you disagree with me, I would, still encourage you to listen to what I have to say and what others have to say as well, simply because I think I do a good job of letting you guys know where I'm coming from, letting you guys know my vision at the end of the day and where I would like to see things. I don't want to see a position where, black men are superior and the women are, submissive and inferior. And no one is saying all that. The women have taken the word submission and ran with it. I'm only going to be good if you're good, right? I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel like I'm strong but the woman is weak. So it's about both of us getting better. And I really can't help you nor understand you if you really don't expand, right? Expand and let us know who you are and where you're coming from. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to do a whole lot more videos on what it means to be black in Southern California, so even more people can understand where I'm coming from, because it's clearly different. You know, I know I have some people in Chicago on the East Coast, and I think a couple down south, and just from off of my conversations with them, I've really understood that we are similar, but there's a lot of different stuff going on in Southern California, so I'm probably going to take some time out and do some videos so people can even further understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so even when they want to disagree with me, they're not going to feel as if I'm way off and I have some sort of self-hate, and I want to, I disown my blackness and all that other good stuff. So, hopefully you guys get my message. If you guys are out there, take it easy. Let me know how you feel. God bless.